What's up guys, Matt here from Loon Outdoors, and today we are tying my little Swing Sculpin, which is a super versatile, cool little Trout Spey / Steelhead smallmouth slaying device. It's tied on a size 4 jig hook. It's really easy to tie. It's only 3 materials. Gets down, moves a bunch, doesn't foul up, and kind of just has a bad attitude. Stay tuned, we'll get tying this guy. So in the vise today, we have a Ahrex FW550. This one happens to be a size 4. Super stout jig hook, love it. It is barbed, so crimp it down if that's your desired effect. And hanging off the bottom here are 2 of the Hairline Insta-Jig beads, and these are a 3.3 or 1/8 size. Pretty cool. So what I actually do to start this fly is I invert my hook for the initial tying phase, and we'll be using the ergo bobbin, and I'm using a 50 denier thread, and what we're trying to do is just separate and secure these beads into place as best as possible, and you just want to leave a little bit of a gap between them. And you can see I'm figurating them in place, and we're going to do a fun little maneuver here. Once I kind of get them secured, is I'm going to turn them over so they sit more upright. And I'll go ahead and finish out to where I want to start my fly. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and invert my vise. It helps to have a rotary vise so you don't have to move back and forth. And this is a little olive barred micro pulsator strip from Hairline. It's a great colorway. And all I do is I put this at about a 45-degree angle, and I'll show you what we're going to do here. Put it at about a 45-degree angle, and I just tie it off on the bottom. From there, gets a little bit of a pain in the butt because the fur all wants to be together. So from there, I just take a little electric ice ripple fiber. This one's a fluorescent or flame orange. It's E-Rip 137. And they make translucent and opaque versions of this. This one is the more crunchy, opaque variation. And all I'm doing with this is I'm creating a little bit of a hot spot. So I will use this for multiple flies, but I'll just go ahead and trim this back until I have this cool little UV tuft. And that's going to go ahead and get tied in here. Just a few securing wraps. And then I bring that rabbit strip back over. I don't know if you can see that there real well. Really wrench down on this, super secure. And you want to make sure these guys have a good little amount of spacing. And I'm just going to go ahead, and I like to hold the material back while I wrap through, creating this body effect. And I'm not doing a ton of passes where the beads live right now, and I'll show you what I'm doing here. But this is going to create quite a cool little profile for this sculpin pattern. Have a little bit of excess there. And I'll trim that off, and I'm just going to go ahead and incredibly secure this in. So next up, what I like to do is I actually part out these materials and kind of primp them out just a little bit. And I'm going to take UV thin. It's kind of a quick process. So what I do is I turn my light on, get my light prepped for the job, and this just ensures that the beads stay in place, and I think it adds like just a little bit of durability to the fly, but it also helps maintain separation of the fibers. So you can see I'm curing almost a scud back to the bottom of the fly. So I'll hit that for that 10 to 15 seconds. You don't want to shortchange yourself. It's really 15 seconds of your life and makes it cure super duper well. So at this point, we're starting to get this really killer sculpin profile, and we'll advance our thread just a little bit here. And this is a kind of a cool new product that I've bought 3 packages of somehow already this year, but this is an olive brown squirrel hair dubbing. Has all the benefits of squirrel dub, and it just seems to do some really different things for me on my flies, from trout flies to whatever I'm tying. And all I'm doing right now is I'm simply aligning the dubbing. The dubbing is not aligned in the package. It's jammed in there by hand to create that incredibly full, bulky package that you guys all want to buy at the store. So this just kind of helps get all of that material. And I'm going to treat this a lot like deer hair. So I want to wrap circumferentially, and then I pull back. And from there, I'll just go ahead and build a little thread dam that helps push that hair back into position. And we'll go ahead and whip finish that guy. Oops, there we go. So from there, what I like to do is we'll just really work this out quite a bit and get all the excess dubbing kind of back on your tying mat, ready for the next one. Don't need a bunch flying around. So what I do is I just apply a thin little 2 dots of thin to either side here. And again, just have your light prepped, ready to go. It doesn't run out of batteries because it's rechargeable. And I just kind of brush that thin out just to create just a little bit of a profile up top here. And cure that up. And we'll go ahead and use our scissors here on the bottom to create a nice flat head. Next up, this is a prototype bottle, but this is UV black that you can't tell, but we'll create our little eye region. Cure one eye. And the other, I like to try to make them look mean with these weird sideways eyes. I don't think the fish care 2 ways. But go ahead and cure that guy up. And you kind of just have this little angry sculpin pattern with a little hot spot back there, ready for warfare with trout, steelhead, whatever will eat it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.